Hello, Rodrigo. How are you?
Hello, good morning, good evening.
Good morning, good evening, everybody, and good night for people in other countries. Okay, now we are online, and let's see. Okay, just let me put it in full screen. Not this one, this one. I think it's, yeah, now
Uh,
it's better.
did you check the chat? Okay,
Yeah,
I can see now here.
yeah, it's already started. So
Okay.
my camera is a little bit strange because uh, it is used in OBS Studio, so I cannot use it here in the Jitsi. But
I think that's okay, no problem.
yeah.
So let me check here. Okay.
So Rodrigo, tell us today we'll you talk about how to use a small LCD display on NuttX on our
Yeah,
STM32F4-RS485 board, right?
yeah, that's right. So let me share my screen.
Mm-hmm.
I'll share the entire screen. So we have in hand is this LCD display. It has the ST7735
Oh yeah.
controller. So let me also share my cheese here, my camera to the board.
Yeah, this
Uh,
display is very common, right? This and the I think the other is 7789, something like that, right?
yeah, yeah, and in fact, you already have the ST7789 in the being supported by our board. So uh, you will see that you're going to reuse a lot of definitions and
Mm-hmm.
some of the code from 7789. And so let me show the board here. It's a little difficult because I don't have small cable here, but you guys can see. I will show the wiring. But basically, you have here our STM32F4 board, and you are connecting to a display like this one, the image, right? So let me show the wiring. I think it could be, okay, it should be here.
Uh,
Oh, in fact, the red support display is the SSD 1309.
yeah, this one I think I used this one in the transparent LCD in my project. Remember
Mm-hmm.
the project was uh, the helmet, the motorcycle helmet with a transparent LCD display. I use this one. It's
Mm-hmm.
very common
Yeah,
in
very nice.
yeah, very common in AliExpress.
So you are using the SPI and
Um, Let me remember. No, I think this one was I squared C. I don't remember.
oh
Yeah, it's
yeah,
C. Yeah,
so
I squared C. But it's strange because they're more. Yeah, I don't remember if I use in SPI mode. Maybe it was SPI mode. I need to double check because it was more than 1 year ago.
yeah. Let me check something here. I think okay. I think let me see my config here, and I
Mm-hmm.
can see if you are using the SPI. Yeah, I think you are using SPI one here.
Yeah. But this one is
Uh,
other display, right? Right. Today we are
yeah,
talk about the.
yeah. So I'm showing that because I'm using the exactly same pins here, right?
Ah,
So
okay. Yeah, just
yeah, so
to make sure that.
I mean, including I'm using the same definitions
Mm-hmm.
uh, that we have here.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let me show here.
This way, we don't need to create a new pins definitions or
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So I'm using exactly this one here. So for reset, using the PB6, for chip selecting PB7, for DC PB8.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use the same ones that here. So let's begin. Let me put this here,
Mm-hmm.
and I will start by I think getting the STM2. I think you have here in the discovery board. Uh, source. Uh, so do you think any questions, or do you think is okay regarding the wiring, or should you show something?
No, you can reuse what exists, and this way
Yeah.
people will realize because normally people don't create everything from scratch. Some most of the time they reuse what already exists and modify it
Hmm.
to their needs, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
So let me get here. Where is the where can use here?
yeah, because since the source file already exists for other platform or
Mhm.
another board, it's very easy to reuse it.
I think I need to do a make this clean first because the
Mm-hmm.
I was doing my test, so uh, and now I can use the use NSH. Okay, yeah. Now I have a clean environment. So let me check here from where I can. So I have here. Uh, yeah, from this board here, the Olimex STM32F4-R S485.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get from this board here,
Right.
and I will copy this, and let's see where is our board, and I will move to our board. Oops.
Not in script, right? It moved to right.
I think I use the terminal should be better.
Yeah.
Boards are STM32. So I think
Is
Olimex
is P
Olimex is
P407,
STM32
right?
407
Yeah.
source.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I make a copy, but I will remove that.
Yeah.
Don't need this copy.
See, yeah, the copy has some space, so it put in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's remove that. I think if I select would be
Yeah. You can do that.
okay. And now I will CP STN, oops, ST77, and I will push that, copy that to STM32F401 source,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's better and easier. So now I have this here. Let me close this, and I have this here. Let's see what we have here. First of all, we need our definition file here, right? So let's copy relative path here. I can type, but I'm lazy to type, so let's copy here and erase all this. Okay. Of course, you could also, I can do this later, but you could also fix this here.
Mm-hmm.
just to don't forget. So what I have here, I think it's just this one here that I need to change. And now I think we need to, so we added the source for this display, and now we need to change our make files to
Yeah,
include this, right? So we have here already the, let's see if, okay, so this one I think is the one used by uh, 30, 3009 is should be the same, right? So that's why you have the 3206.
yeah. But you have probably if you search for 35 in this header, you find this other board as well, right? This 7737. Just search for it, and I think it will be.
Yeah, in fact,
Ah, okay, yeah.
I'm going to do,
I was thinking you are copying for the other board already as well for the P4 07 because it also has the configs for the definition for the make file.
yeah, because I was thinking to use something
Ah,
like
the
this.
same block.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it's
I think
possible
it
as
would
well.
be like I remove this and put this. So if this SSD 3006 is defined, they add this source file,
Uh huh.
and if the 7734 is defined, you're going to use this one.
Right.
Uh, is that okay? Use this way?
Yeah, that's okay. And I
Okay.
think the same for the CMake files, right?
Yeah. And for CMake, let me do, where is it?
It's
In
missing.
fact, yeah, because I think they are adding, not sure, but since,
Mm,
okay, but
yeah,
anyway, I tested did this,
yeah. We can copy from other board as well if you
yeah,
because
I think
it is.
I have already here. Let's review if it's okay. So
Ah, okay.
if yeah, so if the config video frame buffer is enabled
Mm-hmm.
and this is enabled, you include this file, or if it is enabled, you can include this file here.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, so I have some of the code already done, so we can speed up the process
Yeah,
here.
yeah. You already
Okay,
test.
so now I need to go to the SPI here
Mm-hmm.
and okay. I we can find it by, okay, what's happening here?
You are
Okay,
using SPI one, right?
yeah.
SPI one.
S-
Yeah.
So we can find by this one, this guy here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and as you are using the same pins, right, or in the same ESPI,
Yeah.
you can do something like this. So
Yeah. You can use if defined this or defined other.
yeah, I will do something like this. Oops,
Yeah.
let's remove the asterisk place here.
Exactly. One more.
Okay,
One more
one more,
left, I think.
one more. Okay, so the same, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
So okay, and you should have three of them. So here, right, we are
Yeah, define
uh,
the chip select. Chip
yeah,
select.
define the GPIO for chip select, and here we need to do the same, right?
Yeah. This one is
Okay.
to enable.
Oops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's always moving.
Back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is the defining the data or command control, right? The DC.
Yeah.
And the next one is the definition for chip select.
Yeah.
I think that's.
It is configured
In
this
fact,
pin.
is in the wrong word because this one is the top one, right? The first
As
You first are
exactly.
yeah,
It
but
should
that's
be in the
okay.
top.
Yeah. In fact,
Actually,
it's I think because when I search,
yeah, it
I
was in
start
the
by the
bottom.
second.
Yeah, if you move up, there is no other function. See,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So I think for the this SPI is okay. So
Mm-hmm.
when you are defining the use of this SPI, you're going to define also the 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 pins for control display if this config is enabled, right? So
Mm-hmm.
and let's see what else.
Yeah.
Hmm,
Also, you
yeah,
need in the file in the ST7735, you need to change the port. I think we are using the port one, and there is still port three.
yeah.
This
You're
one,
wrong.
yeah,
You're right. This one here, right?
yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
Good find.
Perfect.
Yeah,
And here I think this definition here also need to be
yeah, for both.
expanded for our board. So let's do this way.
Yeah,
Uh, okay, so let me check if there's anything else. Uh, so we added the file. We added the source file for the ST7735,
yeah. Modify the
the
make
make
file
files,
and say make file. Say
say make
make.
file,
Mm-hmm.
and we changed the SPI for adding this the config for the pins when you enable this LCD,
Yeah,
and also change the definition in .8 here.
yeah. I think we
I
are
think
mostly
for
done.
do you think you miss anything or
I don't think so. I think
yeah.
you found all the details. Maybe you can update this comment later, but yeah,
Hmm.
it's
Yeah,
okay.
here, yeah. Okay, so
Yeah,
let's go to the config. So I need to go back. I think if I
yeah. See,
okay. Oh no, yeah. So
more two, more three actually.
okay, yeah. Whoops. Let's make menu config.
Mm-hmm.
That's the interesting part. So we know that we need to enable the
SPI one.
SPI one. So as the peripheral support, SPI one.
Yeah,
Okay,
that.
and we also need to enable the graphics driver, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
LCD.
graphic support and
Frame buffer, right, as well.
framework front end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And enable
LCD.
our driver.
Okay, this
This
one
one.
here.
Yeah.
I think the resolution is right.
Mm-hmm.
128 to 160. Okay, the resolution is right. Is this one? Okay.
Yeah, there are many options that you can change, but we don't need to
Yeah.
change it.
Uh, okay. There is this frame buffer overlay support and frame buffer model information support. I didn't enable none
No,
of this.
no. This one
Yeah.
is when you have, for example, some graphical LCD with the alpha blending with two layers, for example.
Hmm.
So in one layer you can have a kind of similar idea of sprite. So you can imagine you are create some games and you have some imagine a fish or some other animal that will move in the screen. So this way you can put, for example, a fixed background and move only the small sprite in the second layer, for example.
That's nice. That would save a lot of
Yeah, a lot
processing, right?
exactly a lot of memory copy and so on. Some LCD have support to it, but
Mm.
mostly dumb LCD doesn't have support to it.
Okay, I see in my config file that I did for test that we did enable this one here. Let's see if it's
Ah,
still
yeah,
need.
you need
Uh, okay, yeah. So we need to
because
enable this one.
yeah, this display use the chip select and the common data pin. Normally they call it like SPI with 9 bits. It
Mm-hmm.
is the how to say not the night. I don't know how to say in
Mm-hmm.
English, but the um, uh, let remember 50, 60, then
Nine.
ninth
Uh,
bit, I suppose. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
is the it's
Okay, so let me enable this as well. And I think let me I go by my changes here, see if I missed anything. So most
mhm.
is select the okay. Of course we missed it, right? So we need to enable
In the graph
the
key as well,
the
right?
application example, right?
Ah,
So
yeah.
and what you said before?
No, I was thinking about the graph, but there is another in before the device drive is also graphic, but is only when we are using the NX graphic. We don't need to use this for this kind of
Okay.
display. Yeah.
So let me enable the application.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I think
The
it's in
frame
examples.
buffer example, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one.
Okay. Okay. I think okay. So you're going to check the dev
Um,
that slash FB0.
um,
Okay.
I'm confused now. Frame buffer console example. I think this one is for console, right? To have uh,
Hmm.
the console. There is another frame buffer example, I suppose.
Okay. So let me check here.
Um,
Uh, so I have this one also enabled.
yeah,
The this
yeah,
one here.
video frame buffer. Yeah. Oh,
Hmm.
it's inside the device driver. We missed that. So yeah, device driver, video device support, enable it, and frame buffer character drive.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
prob
Great.
probably now when you go back in application, we'll see the frame
Hmm.
buffer demo.
That makes sense. Okay. So let's load this once again.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, driver
yeah.
example exactly. See,
Okay.
because there is two frame buffers. For example, you can have like Linux. You have um, the shell display instead of uh, appear in the serial console. It will appear in the display. This way, you can
Hmm.
we can control everything using a display instead of using a serial port.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Just
very
need some kind of input for that, right?
yeah, exactly. You can use actually you can use the serial for input, but you can also use, for example, USB keyboard or other input.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So I'll try out this. Let's see if it's compile or if we have any uh, issue here. Okay.
yeah.
So
The
the FB, oops.
no rule.
Okay.
Maybe the name is different. I don't know.
Hmm. I think so.
STM32
Uh,
LCD
yeah,
ST7737.
because okay, yeah,
Yeah, missed
S-
LCD.
yeah, because we copied, but here in this board they are putting the LCD.
Yeah.
So okay, now it should. I need to fix the name there before.
Mm-hmm.
submit the patch, but that's okay. I can do later.
Yeah, some warnings. These warnings about the flash configuration need to fix later because it's always
Yeah.
showing up.
Okay. Oh yeah. So okay. So we have more changes to do here because the name for the pins is different, right? So
Mm-hmm.
here, in fact, let me
Yeah, go back to the
close others. Okay. And open just this one here. So
yeah.
the OLED reset.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here is the OLED reset. Ah, what's this one?
Yeah, maybe
That's
Rodrigo, you can change later from
mhm.
OLED to display because initially it was for the OLED display.
This one is
The
a LCD, the
the S
TFT, right?
the SSD 1309, but now
Mhm.
it is for OLED and for normal LCD. So maybe it's better to use a generic name like
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true. Okay, I will change. Okay, I think
And
this one
also
is
this A0 probably this the chip select I suppose. Not the chip select, right?
I think it's data command.
Data, yeah, CD,
Uh, from my test, this was the data command. So
DC
let's copy
actually.
here. Okay, yeah. Okay, show reset and the okay, we missed this change, but now it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let's try once again.
Here we go again.
Okay,
Let's see.
so
Yeah,
now
compiled.
now it's time to check if it's going to work. So I'm not able to show both. So let's try to do the follow. So
Yeah,
I
show
try to put
the
here
pins
the
that you use, but actually it's
yes.
documented, but it's good to show.
So first I put the device, the board in DFU mode. We are going to flash this DFU.
Downloading. Okay.
Okay,
Finish.
now I will boot the board and reset the board, right? So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
okay, now it's booting. Let me do the following.
Open
So,
the terminal, the minicom.
yeah, so,
You name.
we just did that, right? So it's
Mm-hmm.
the current time here, and we have the FB here, and
Mm-hmm.
let's check for slash dev. So I have FB here,
FB0.
and now
And
I'll try to,
no, before you run, move the screen because it's not
yeah,
showing. We cannot see your
okay. I
device.
put this in
In top.
always on top,
Yeah.
so it so I
Yeah. We
cannot.
we cannot see the. Oh. Yeah. You need to
Yeah,
move the display to be.
yeah. I will try to do this.
Yeah.
Okay, let me try to do the
Yeah. Or maybe
this.
you can just keep the LCD. We don't need to see the board because the board is.
Okay,
We already saw the board. We need to see the
sure.
display.
Let me. I put like this way here a little.
Oh, okay. Yeah. This
Is
way.
that okay?
Yeah. It's fine.
Okay, let's. Oops.
Yeah. Good.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. This.
Was did you see that the because
It,
I missed
no, it was
they
too fast. I didn't. You mean you should see
yeah
one by one, right?
yeah not sure. So let me reset this.
I think it will display very fast. And I didn't see
Yeah,
one by one this time.
usually I could see the drawing, right?
Yeah, normally.
So let's do FB and see if you can do okay, now I
Oh,
can see.
okay. No idea why it was very fast the first
Seems
time.
like because I pressed the enter and some lag, so didn't
Uh,
nothing happened, and then suddenly uh, they appear here. So seems like
mm,
some it's some
Some
is
glitch
frozen
actually.
or something. I'm
Yeah,
not sure. But now I can see the so
strange.
FB.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
again.
happen
See,
again. Yeah, we need to report this issue. And
nothing happens. Oh,
yeah, it's part of the show, you know.
yeah.
Murphy is
Not
in
sure if
everywhere.
I mean, uh, let me
Yeah, maybe there's some pins
noisy,
that,
right?
yeah, some pins that is not communicate, that is not connected correctly sometimes. Yeah,
Ah, rebooted. You see?
yeah. I was thinking you press some button, but no. And it's strange, it rebooted, but did you press 3 times?
No.
No, it reboot automatically.
Yeah.
Reboot and
Let's.
enter.
Oh, now it's okay.
Cool.
Let's. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah,
To be
try
honest.
again without rebooting the board. Let's see.
Okay. Sorry, I
You
rebooted.
already
So
rebooted.
yeah. Sorry, but I will try twice here.
No problem.
So first.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
First time.
Something something strange happening in your board,
Yeah.
or maybe someone make some uh, crap in the main line. I think this is the bad thing of work with um like the master is our main development branch, so
Mm-hmm.
um, we need to always get some last version that is fixed. Otherwise, we can face these issues
Yeah.
like this we're facing. But
Now
it's
it's
strange.
working. But
Yeah, I think when they work the first time is always will work. See, you type it 3 or more time and it's still more times and it's still
uh,
working. But probably if you reset the board 1 or 2 times, we'll see this issue again.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. So
yeah, really cool.
uh,
But yeah, let you keep an eye on this issue and maybe we can report it.
mm-hmm.
And now we have it recorded and it is easy to let other people to try it.
Yeah.
Maybe in
I
the
try to check if there is a way to consistently reproduce this issue. That's easier for
yeah,
debugging, right? Because that we as software developer know that issue that's hard to reproduce, and
yeah,
the reporter reproduced it once, and we cannot reproduce in your environment. Is very difficult to
yeah,
debug.
exactly. And maybe using uh, the GDB, we can see where it is stopped and
Hmm.
why.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good
yeah.
idea as well.
But there's some good information in this when you run frame buffer, it
Hmm.
shows some very cool information. For example, uh, you see the video format for example, it's using 11 bits for the display
Hmm.
resolution, the frame buffer memory, FB main,
Hmm.
and also the amount of bytes, see FB length
Hmm.
is more than 4K. Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, I don't know the difference format and bits per pixel. I think the important things here is bit per pixel. I think the
Hmm.
format 11 means the RGB 656. That's the 11, the number 11.
Hmm.
We can double check later in the header file. But cool, very nice.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
this is a good demo that shows how to use a small display. And after you get the frame buff working, we can do more advanced things, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, really cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
Okay, I
that's all
think
for today, right? Or
yeah, that's all, folks.
okay.
Okay,
Thanks a lot. See you
thank
in
you,
the next.
thank you, Rodrigo. Thank you everybody that was here watching our videos, and see you in the next video.
Yeah. Bye bye. Thank you guys.
Bye bye. Thank you guys.